Hello. Personal vlog, day 4, maybe? Okay, so yesterday I was trying to recover from the party the day before. And so I woke up with just general all over pain. And, I had a few things I had to do. And my friend Brian had offered to come pick me up so I could do a little sourcing. And he did that. We went to 6 to 8 garage sales before I was done in. And these were all, it was a neighborhood community sale. So these were all right here. He did the driving. All I had to do was get out and walk around the garage sale and get back in the car. That was it. So by the time I got back, I had that sick, nauseous fatigue. And if you felt it, if you've never had that, be grateful. And I felt bad. I mean, we just spent, trying to think, he picked me up at between 9:30 and 10, and I was back here by 11. So it wasn't even 2 hours. I think it was closer to 10 because so it was like an hour that we spent together. But then I ate lunch and slept for 2 hours, which me sleeping during the day is practically impossible because there are 3 dogs, 2 cats, my parents, and 2 nieces that live here, and then various family, boyfriends, people coming in and out all the time. And I normally cannot sleep through the slightest bit of noise. And I slept for 2 straight hours. And then I was worried I wouldn't sleep last night. I was asleep by 10 last night. Woke up, cats woke me up at 5:24 this morning. Could not get back to sleep because I woke up feeling like a monster truck had been running over me all night long. So instead of the all over body pain, I feel like my bones have been turned to broken glass and are trying to shove through my flesh. So that is the pain that I am dealing with today. I don't even know any other way to describe it. So that's what hurts today. Brain very foggy. Other symptoms, I don't even know. Obviously, still super hot. And I was still so overheated yesterday. I just could not cool down. And I have things like the cold cloth that is supposed to stay cold for up to 7. I will activate it with the water, put it on my neck, and within 10 minutes, it is A, dry, or B, hot. So it just does not work for me. I've tried other cooling things. I don't have the money right now to buy one of those neck fans, but it would be really, I just saw a commercial for one of those ice ring things that just I wonder how long that would last on me. But, if I put ice in a cup that I'm holding that's not insulated, it melts immediately. I don't know. I just can't cool back down. So the overheating is I think the worst thing besides the pain that I'm dealing with today. Obviously, I've forgotten to take my allergy pills, so I'm itchy too. And I'm very weak, just weak today too. Diet and water. Ate pretty good yesterday. We've still got a lot of fruit and stuff left over. Didn't get any salad in, but we've still got leftovers from the party that we're trying to eat. Drank water all day long. I couldn't tell you how much I got in, but I had an ice water in my hand all day long that I was sipping on continually. I already covered sleep. What got done? So I wanted to go to a few garage sales and source. I mean, I need to source too. But then when I got back, I always like to immediately get everything washed up, get it into my inventory book. So I have to do the research to price it and get a little bit of history on it. And then I do a haul video on it so people can see what will be for sale in the upcoming week. I didn't do any of that. It is all sitting here. It has not been washed. It has not been researched. It is just all sitting here. I also did not even pick my items for tomorrow's sale because I try to get those up 2 days before in a preview on Instagram, because a lot of times if you get it up the day before or the day of, it doesn't even pop up in people's news feed until after the sale is over. So I try to get that up at least 2 days before. I haven't even picked items yet for tomorrow's sale. I had 7 people purchase things last week. I got 4 people invoiced. I might have been able to get through all of the invoicing because I was just sitting here doing it very slowly while I had TV on in the background, but I ran out of packing materials. And before you come for me in the contents or in the comments about ordering ahead of time, I don't have the money to order in bulk. And I don't have the storage to store it. I tried that when I first moved in here. There's just no space to store if I ordered from like American Bubble Boy. Plus, I got some bad, I know everybody gives them rave reviews. I got some bad bubble wrap. And when I sent them pictures and told them what was going on, they're like, okay, thanks. Didn't offer to send me another roll up. And the whole roll was bad. So I'm not very happy with American Bubble Boy. I know everybody raves about them and they love them, but I did not have a good experience with them. And for some reason, I never get my Bubble Boy order when they say I will. Everybody else gets it immediately. No, something with the distribution from whatever center they're sending it from to Ohio. It always takes longer than they say it will. So, but I don't have a place to store it anyway, and I don't have the money to buy it in bulk. So I have to either buy it from Walmart or buy it from Menards. Price is about the same. Walmart might be a bit cheaper. The Walmart is just slightly closer than going to Menards. Both are big, giant stores, so it's exhausting to walk through them to get what I need. And Walmart might have the little carts, but they never have them at the entrance that I go in. And Menards doesn't. Menards only has big carts. And it hurts for me to push around a big cart, but also I need a cart to lean on while I'm walking through the store. So it's always just a freaking nightmare to try and get stuff. Now, if Dad has to go to one or the other, he'll absolutely let me go with him. He'll push the cart when it gets too heavy and I just limp beside him. But there isn't anyone in my life that's capable of going and doing that for me. So even though I'm only working a few hours a week, I'm still failing at the few hours a week I am trying to work. So that didn't get done. Obviously the static sale for the brooches that I was trying to get up didn't get done. And, not only did I not have the money to go visit my sister this week, but I don't even have money to pay the bills that are due. So mental health, it's not good. It's not good. And trying to figure out a way, I cannot, at this time, I don't have the energy to both do live sales and list on eBay. So if I'm going to list on eBay, I've got to cut out the live sales because I physically cannot do both at this time. And to put all of my mental energy into learning a new thing and to make sure that I am doing it right and listing it right so that it will sell, and still like that, it all seems overwhelming right now. I would reach a broader audience on eBay, maybe, but I don't know. And for both Glass with Class and for Coffee Chat and a Small Sale, I have such a loyal audience. For we have like 20 just loyal people who are always there for Glass with Class, which is amazing, except really I need 150 there. And I need 15 of them to be strong, regular buyers to make the money I need to make that worthwhile. And then for Coffee Chat and a small sale, there's, I think I have about 30 really loyal people that show up every time, which is amazing and wonderful. And I could drop the sale part of that and just do the coffee and the chat for fun. Do the Altered Book Project, just hang out with you guys. So I don't know, but it just seems like overwhelming to think about trying to figure eBay out, or Mercari, or Etsy, or Poshmark, any of them. To do something new is incredibly difficult for my brain. Like with the live sales, I may never have started live sales if Jody hadn't told me with 24-hour notice, because she invited me on her Varsity Varieties, Jody Renshaw. I don't know if you guys remember that. She was doing a vintage variety show. Brain fog. And it was just to come on and talk about my vintage kitchenware, because she'd invited 3 guests on to talk about something specific to the vintage community. But it wasn't a sale, it was a vintage variety show. We were just hanging out. And it was her debut show. And she only did it a few months before she dropped it. It just got to be too much, I think, energy-wise, with no pay also. But 24 hours, within the 24 hours before I went on, she's like, oh yeah, I want you to sell an item. She and I'd had talks about, how I think it would be fun to sell, but I'm not at that point yet. And I will do deep research, learn. Like I had already looked up the different types of shipping. This was when Pirate Ship was fairly new to everyone in the vintage community. I looked up the different ways to ship. I may have just put up my first video unboxing Trusty Huckster Mercantile's mystery box. But I had done tons of research on the kind of equipment I needed, the ring light, the glare on the glass. That I had just done research on how to do it and look semi-professional doing it, instead of just doing it off the cuff and showing up and being like, whatever, with bad lighting. And like, I don't like to do things halfway, and that's just how my brain works. I always want to do it so it looks professional and thought out, because it was thought out. So she sprung it on me, and I set up a Pirate Ship account and set up my PayPal. So, because I had a personal PayPal for years, but set up my PayPal so it was switching over to a business one. And I did it. I did the sale, and I had watched video on how to pack glass, because I talked to local sellers and had found out that they had stopped selling glass on eBay because it got broken. And so I don't even know how, and I'd watched so many live sales, and I'd watched, really professional looking live sales where people were selling a lot. I had watched ones where people sold nothing, and it looked like they were sitting in a dark room, or they were so far away you couldn't see the item they were selling. And so I had a whole list of what to do and what not to do before I even ever went on Jody's show. So that's the kind of months of research and learning that I put into this before I even started this. And so even though I've watched eBay videos on how to list and stuff, and I've even gone on, I created Claudia K Vintage on eBay, and then I read through all of eBay's stuff. I don't know, it seems very overwhelming. And, then I've got to figure out a new way of pricing. I've got to figure out the shipping. Because it's different. Every platform does things slightly differently. And then like Whatnot keeps switching the shipping on the sellers over there. And so then they've got to learn a new thing. I don't know. It's just a lot. It just seems overwhelming to switch up what I'm doing. But what I'm doing is not working. It's not even paying me enough to make, because my static bills are my phone, which absolutely have to have my phone because I don't own a computer. I do everything through my phone. My car insurance, and now I'm lucky. I paid off my car in 2019. So my car is paid off, but it is a heap of junk. And every time I get in, I'm just like, please keep working. Please keep working today. You cannot break down. You cannot break down. And in fact, Dad just replaced another tire on it for me because I don't know what happened. I'm terrible with the tires. Life insurance, which is bundled with my car insurance. And then I owe the IRS. So I have that automatically comes out every month. But I'm not making enough money to pay those 4 bills. And I still need to put gas in the car to be able to leave the house. I still need to buy cat food and cat litter. And that isn't even my personal things that I need. Dad's been buying my supplements and I'm grateful, but my 73-year-old retired dad should not have to be buying my supplements. They are on a limited income. There's no extra, and my parents are not wealthy. There's no extra money. I can't buy soap and shampoo and stuff like that. Icy hot patches. Dad's been buying my icy hot patches so that I can even function. So something's got to change. And I'm not sure where to go from here. I'm just not. And last night, I had a nightmare. I was working retail again. And before the end of the dream, I had quit. Spectacularly in the middle of the store screaming, I quit, and walking out the door. But I can't stand or sit long enough to even, I don't know. So mental health, not great. Did I get to do an enjoyable activity? Yes. I had not gotten to see my friend Brian since my birthday party in May. So, oh my goodness, you guys, the itching. I can't believe I forgot to take my allergy medicine. So, yes, it was nice to spend time with Brian. Catch up a little bit. He just listened to me talk. I didn't even ask him about his life. After he dropped me back off, I'm like, oh my goodness, that was so self-centered of me. But that was it. That was my enjoyable activity. What do I have to do today? Today I have to finish the shipping. And here's the thing with the shipping. Because I work for myself, if I don't set a very specific goal, because I have ADHD and because I am chronically ill, then I will use it as a reason / excuse to not get it done. And then it will pile up to an unmanageable amount. And I've seen it with other sellers who are chronically ill, where they get to the point where people are canceling sales and they're losing customers because they did not ship and get the product out. So I made up policies and procedures early on in doing this. They are always listed in my sale video description box. And I will always have everything shipped by Sunday night at midnight. And since I normally just do sales on Monday and Wednesday, that gives me plenty of time, even if I have some bad days in there. So that is why I do that and why I'm very particular about making sure I hit that mark, that it gets done. Because I do not want it to back up, me get overwhelmed, and then me lose sales. I have a very strong work ethic, believe it or not. And so that's just my thing and my reasoning why. Now, I'm sure that if it happened once, people would be really kind. Like, I ran out of bubble wrap one Sunday evening after everything had closed. So the couple of people I had left, I sent them emails immediately, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I won't get you invoiced until tomorrow. I have run completely out of bubble wrap. Very sorry. People were very understanding. It was just a couple of people, and they were regulars. It wasn't like it was somebody brand new and never bought from me and is like, oh, well, that's a crappy excuse. So I know that people are understanding, but I just don't want to get in that habit of putting people off and not getting it done. So I have to go to Walmart and get shipping supplies. I have to get the shipping done. 3 more people. I need to clean these items so I can put them into tomorrow's sale, which also means researching them, getting them into my inventory. And I would really like to get a haul video done so that people can see them before they go up for sale. But I don't know if that's going to happen. On a normal day, it exhausts me to have to walk through Walmart. On a day when I'm already feeling like my bones are broken glass shoving through my skin, it's even worse. So, yeah, that is the point we're at. And the items that go into tomorrow's sale may be just repeats of what people have seen before. But they didn't sell the first time around. So if I'm showing them again, are they going to sell? And do I drop the price? And it's always a thing. It's exhausting. Decisions have to be made, and I don't know. So yeah, and I'm not even going to put anything else on my to-do list because I don't believe I will get through those things that, oh my goodness, what is my hair doing? Okay, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Maybe tomorrow will be better. The music I was feeling today was 9 Inch Nails and Nirvana. Nirvana and 9 Inch Nails is what I was listening to because that's what I feel like. If you know, you know. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Vlog day 4.